Hi, this is Stephen Childs. I want to speak about how truth is never false. Truth is never falsehood, and falsehood is never truth. So we have this battle, conflict between those two sides. The lie, the deception, the falsehood is trying to rule over truth. And I also include with the truth, I include fairness. Truth and fairness. They go together. If you have fairness, you will have truth. Fairness sometimes requires that we say something that isn't true because of evil in the world. We don't have to tell evil the truth. We're not required to enable evil to win. Evil is unfairness, and goodness is fairness. Don't do anyone wrong. That's the idea. That's the law of fairness. Don't do others wrong, including yourself. I'm trying to be successful with team fairness, with the World Fairness Agreement, and establish the law of fairness. Don't do anyone wrong. And this is a calling I had since I was a kid. And I didn't know how it was going to look. I just knew there was something that I had to do. I had to do some work to do, spiritual. So I started having connection with these other beings, and it culminated in a Kundalini awakening, and I had the strangeness of the Kundalini interaction. So back in the early 90s, I started having many visions. So I had the vision that they told me that I'm Christ, not Jesus. My name is Stephen. And I had another vision where I'm Zeus. I had a vision where I'm Baphomet. And that fits because I'm a scapegoat. So it's kind of like the one that got betrayed. So I'm wondering on what I should tell, what I should say, and my spirit guide just told me, tell it all. They still want me to be Christ, so that the prophecy of the return of Christ has happened. It's me. So years ago, I don't know how long exactly. It's been one thing after another since I was born, actually. So anyway, they wanted me to have a temple, and I knew where it was. It was in Mapleton, Utah area, and it was like I could almost sense the thing happening spiritually. So yesterday, I'm being shown how the LDS religion is about ready to disband. There's so much truth coming out that indicates that it's fraudulent by their own words. They said if Joseph Smith's vision wasn't true, then this is the worst fraud on mankind ever, the Mormon Church. So it's based on his vision being true. Well, I had a vision that there's a UFO above him when he's in the grove, and they're shining a light on him. And he's having the vision of the Father and the Son or whatever, right? Well, they're extraterrestrials creating that image. So they have this belief of where God's from is Kolob, like a different star. It's kind of funny. They had prophecy, the fullness of the gospel will be revealed. And then in 1945, we found the Nag Hammadi Library, and there's a lot of things that match what Joseph was told that are hidden in his words, and it's about the Gnostic idea. The angels were working with people back then before Christianity became a part of the Roman Empire. So I'm being told the Mormons are going to join with my idea, the Church of Fairness, and they're going to agree to correct their church, their religion, as prescribed in the World Fairness Agreement. We want all the religions to agree to it, to stop doing each other wrong. And disregard the scriptures that tell you to do someone else wrong. Disregard those kind of scriptures. See, we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater because, like I said, there's a lot of information that was given to Joseph Smith that if you have vision, you can see he was actually being told something, and he didn't even realize what he was being told. You know, it's like he who has ears, let him hear. You've heard that before. So my spirit friend told me, take this trip. I'm an Uber driver. She says, agree to the appointment, accept it. So I did. So I had time to go home and have a 2-hour break. I had a nap. I started at 2 o'clock this morning. So I had a 2-hour break. And I got over here, and there was some connections that were happening. Things were falling into place. And long story short, I pick up a Hindu, a young woman that's Hindu. And before I even got to the place, I felt the presence of the Guru. Strongly. Very strongly. The Guru's here. And in Western language, that would be the presence of God. That's how somebody in the Western religions would say. Or an angel was with me. Something like that. So this matches up. All the religions are based on actual truth. See, truth and fairness is what it's about. There's conflict in the Hindu religion. There's the battle in the Bhagavad Gita between their cousins, their families, branches of a family that are in the fight. And in the West, we have Satan fighting against God, it's not the all-powerful. The Godhead, all of this is within the Godhead. So the Hindus speak that way, that everything is from the Godhead. And so this same conflict is in the Hindu religion as is in the Western religion with Satan versus Jesus. And in the Hindu, it's the one family against the other family in the Bhagavad Gita. So you can see the similarity. So I get here, and I'm hearing telepathically that I've got your money. Do you still want the temple? I'm like, yes. So it's like they had the money available for me to get the temple, And to me, I was thinking, this temple is it supposed to be in honor of Ananda Maima? Is it a temple for her? It might be. So if that's the case, then that's what it's going to be. So just, it might be for a new thing that Ananda Maima supported all religion, and she was about whatever's truth. So it might be that the powers that be want it to be the church of fairness. And they're saying Christ in my mind. They want it to be the church of Stephen Childs, Christ. Church of fairness. That's what they want. Thanks for listening.